A common sight in most of our cities is defecation in public spaces. It is a sign of poor community hygiene and public health. It is an affront to human dignity. In the city of Pune, the local government embarked upon a unique experiment to provide sanitation to its urban poor. NGOs were roped in to build sanitation blocks for 40% of the city's population that lived in slums. They were also expected to mobilize communities to participate. No city had ever undertaken a project on this scale. Between 1999 and 2002, 9 NGOs built more than 400 sanitation blocks containing over 10,000 seats. This too was done on a pay-and-use basis. The 4 months deadline put the NGOs under enormous pressure. This often resulted in their inability to involve the communities. The results were mixed. Where community participation was strong, maintenance was satisfactory. But where it was an NGO-driven process, maintenance became a serious issue. Communities refused to take any responsibility. Ratnakar Gaikwad, the municipal commissioner who spearheaded the Pune project, succinctly summarizes this.
Certainly, if I have to implement this program afresh, I would give more time for community participation, because that is the crux of the matter. The sense of ownership, the sustainability of the program depends on community's participation, and there is no substitute for it.
Shelter Associates, an NGO, learned several valuable lessons during the Pune experiment. Sangalwadi in Sangli and Rajiv Gandhi Nagar in Miraj were chosen to implement community-led sanitation projects. Shelter Associates involved the communities right from the outset. Microcredit savings groups were established, and the group leaders formed the toilet committee. Visits to Pune were organized to understand how their counterparts fared in maintenance and other real issues. The construction was supervised and maintained by the local community members. In 2004 and 2006, USAID and Cities Alliance supported Shelter Associates and the local government to scale up the pilot effort. This now covered 20,000 persons in 12 settlements. Most construction cost was covered by funds approved under the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan project.
Out of 12, had the possibilities of extending individual or shared toilets instead of community toilets. The people really welcomed this. They were even willing to contribute 20% of the total cost of construction. After we worked out the costing, we found that under the allocation that had been made from the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan funding, it was very well possible to extend this on an individual or a shared basis.
The actual implementation was undertaken by Shelter Associates who had the required technical competence. The families contributed 20% of the cost, looked after the materials, and helped with the construction. The experiment proved that individual toilets were the best solution.
संडास को जाते थे इधर मैदान में, अभी बारिश काला लगा तो एक पाँव डाले तो पूरा राड हाथ ही काटा था। अतिशय वाइट परिस्थिति होती।
आदमी लोग ऐसा छेड़ते थे भी हम लोग को, हम संडास भी बढ़ते थे तो, और हम पैर से आपायच है और लाचार है एकदम।
लहान मुलं बसली तर बी मारायचे, मोठी एकाने बाई बसली तर बी मारायचे। मग अशा कारणानं पाठच तर जायची एक, नाहीतर संध्याकाळी जायचे। ते घाण असलेली बी कळायची नाही, नसलेली बी कळायची नाही.
I feel when policies are framed, they have to be fairly flexible. There should be inbuilt flexibilities in order to cater to the local situation, because there cannot be a typical solution for the entire city.
The project provided individual and shared toilets in 3 settlements, benefiting almost 3,000 persons. The families are not only maintaining the toilets, they are also gradually upgrading them. Even the poorest have opted for individual toilets. Khwaja settlement, probably the poorest slum in Meerut, is an ideal example. The houses are tiny, but families have eked out space for a toilet unit. This proves how much a good sanitation facility matters to the poor. Pune and Sangli experiments thus amply demonstrate that the poor are central to the success of any process involving them. The principal role of an NGO is to ensure that it creates a bridge between the poor and all other stakeholders.